Welcome. This is Scorecard on Citi TV. My name is Fentuo Tahiru. Fentuo. It's the end of another lovely weekend of sporting action from across the world. Right here at home, Hearts of Oak were in action in the CAF Champions League. They secured a narrow 1-0 victory over with that Athletic Casablanca, or Athletic Club of Casablanca, if you like. That return leg is in a week's time, so we'll look back on their performance and see if they can secure a place in the group stages from now onwards, or in that second leg. Was 1-0 enough? Is it not enough? We'll look at that. Also in the Premier League, Man United, yet again, shocked. But if you really have been following, it wasn't a shock at all. Leicester City absolutely pummeled them by 4-2. Edouard Mendy's heroic secured Chelsea top spot. Bobby Firmino's dazzler, showing Liverpool completely dismissed a Watford side with a new manager. If we take you to Italy, there wasn't a great homecoming for Inzaghi. He took his Inter Milan side to his former team Lazio. They were beating. There were a brace each for Lewandowski and Gnabry. Bayern Munich brutalities continued in the Bundesliga. And also in the Liga, well, Barcelona have just secured victory. That game has come to an end. They won by 3-1. But Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, both of them were not in action. Kamaldeen in France, oh goodness me, he scored an incredible goal. We'll show you that goal from the French League from Ghana's teenager or teenage sensation, if you like. The show is live and interactive on social media. You can get in touch with us using the hashtag Scorecard on Twitter. I'm interested in hearing from you. Let me know. A lot of United fans have been looking forward to this show from yesterday. Ole still has a job. Incredible. So let me know what you think. Use the hashtag Scorecard. Arsenal, of course, they are in action on Monday night. But let me hear from you, the Arsenal fans, of course. +233 550 5858 32. It's the WhatsApp number. It's on your screen. The Twitter hashtag is Scorecard. Let me hear from you what you make of United's performance, Bobby Firmino's performance, Mohamed Salah, goodness me. Chelsea, Edouard Mendy, another. Oh, goodness me. Incredible stuff, really, for us to look ahead to the next 90 minutes. My name is Fentuo Tahiru Fentuo. I'll take a short break. When we come back, my two musketeers are here. Welcome back. This is Scorecard on Citi TV. All right. My two guys are here. Christopher Nimley and Dani Koranteng. Both of them are here. Guys, as usual, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah. Chris, how are you?
Good.
Good?
You have a problem with that?
Yeah. The sound of your voice doesn't feel like you're good.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I said, you see, when I speak at times, you don't listen. That is your biggest problem. Don't think because Man United lost, I'm good, because in our last program, I told you how many games has the man got to be in charge. I said it here.
You said if he continues, it was conditional.
I said if he continues to play Fred, he will lose. Last week I said after the Leicester game, we'll lose. Then we'll get the boot. And I'm expecting that boot by 7 p.m. No, 9 p.m. on Wednesday, he's gone. By 9 p.m. on Wednesday, he's gone. Because you see, the players themselves know that he's not good. So they know what to do to get him out of the ship. It is still early yet. Early, the 5 points off Chelsea, 4 points off Liverpool. You can't afford to lose against Atlanta and then bring him.
But you said 9 p.m. he's gone.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So it means that you're saying that he's losing.
What else do you think with this coaching? Lose. I don't know you want more. With this coaching, lose.
So you're setting 9 p.m. Wednesday, Ole is gone.
If you lose, if you drop 10 points from a possible 24, if you win, you get 1 point out of a possible 9. That is equated to a sackable performance. Sackable Solskjaer, clueless Solskjaer will not be in this job after Wednesday.
Yeah.
Look, if United can't get any coach in the world, Coach Nimley, I'm available. I do far better. What? With this, I do extremely. I win the league. I win the league.
Koranteng, how are you?
I'm very good, man.
Very.
Of course.
Okay, incredible stuff. All right. I don't know about the viewers, man, but however you're feeling, let me know from you. 9 p.m. Wednesday after Atalanta. Ole is a goner, according to Chris Nimley, who is very much in touch with the
Ed Woodward.
Thank you very much. Oh, good. You kill me. All right. Let's begin at home. Hearts of Oak took on Wydad Athletic Club of Casablanca, if you like, in the CAF Champions League. Second round of qualifying is the round before the group stages of the competition, or what many people like to call the money zone. They hosted them. CAF approved 2,000 fans to watch them. Hearts of Oak managed to secure a 1-0 victory, courtesy an Isaac Mensah first half strike. All right, so that was the goal. That was the difference. Hearts of Oak will take that 1-0 lead into the second leg next Sunday. So next Sunday, by the time we come here, we would know if Hearts of Oak will be in the group stages or if they will drop down to the Confed Cup. If they lose, they'll have to play one round of Confed Cup qualifiers to try and make it into the group stages of the CAF Confederation Cup. So it's not over yet. Namely, I mean, you watched that game. I'm not sure what your thoughts are in the match itself, but the 1-0 victory in the end, you look at, put everything into context, you have to say Hearts of Oak did well.
Look, if you are Keto Kriku, if you are Randy Abbey, if you are Georgia Mwako, Mr. Ado, all those sitting on the executive council, those people running our football, they should bow down their heads in shame.
Because Hearts of Oak won 1-0?
No, because Hearts of Oak has not been given any platform whatsoever to beat these people and beat them well. Look, if we were playing our league by now, Fentuo, even if we were having some form of top 4 competition by now, Hearts of Oak would have won this game a minimum of 3-0. Look, if a team sacrifice the entire the last 20, 25 minutes of the game, not because they were not good enough, but simply because the fitness level of the players just dropped to the extent that all the substitution made by the manager to up the tempo couldn't come to the aid of the team. Then if you are a technical man like I am, I'll be wondering what is happening. Then somebody will prompt me that the last time these guys were involved in a competitive football match were about a month and a half ago. Look, that was what showed today in that last 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I give credit to Guedo because, look, I'm very much aware that he knew that would happen. So he made the team go all out in the early stages of the game. Because he knew that if they don't score that early or if they don't get a goal before the last 20 minutes, the team would struggle. Look, I was watching the game and there was a moment where Hearts of Oak gained back the ball. The ball was given to Emmanuel Nete. Nete passed the ball forward. And the entire back four, including the middle two, the Salifu boy who had just come on.
Salim Adams.
The Salim Adams ball. They were all walking. They were walking. I said, wow.
So, wow.
This is clearly lack of fitness.
Yeah.
And the people running our football, look, they should be ashamed of themselves. That's why I mentioned their names here. Because if in a season where we've had a completed league, and you knew per the calendar of CAF that by this time Hearts of Oak or the teams representing Ghana will be asked to compete on the continent. As football people, as managers of our games, what were they thinking about?
So you're basically saying that we haven't helped Hearts of Oak
at all.
Yeah.
Because the Hearts of Oak team, look, they are indeed a very good team. The Hearts of Oak team is indeed a very, very good team.
They are.
Look, for
like
them
lots of fighters in that team.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Because this Wadak team, in the last 5 years, they've either won the Champions League.
They won in 2016.
Or they've got into the semi-finals of the Champions League.
Or the Comfort Cup.
Or the Comfort Cup. And the Hearts of Oak team, apart from the captain, and maybe the manager who had a sting with Mediama, every other player completely inexperienced when it comes to the continent of Africa.
Yeah. Even those that have had tasted any continental football didn't even play. Like Caleb Amankwa with the Gianna Stars.
Exactly.
So
you ask yourself, the people managing our game, what were they doing? What have they been doing? This is not the Black Stars. There's no 25 million attached to this. So they will not set up to own and manage what is theirs.
Okay.
But on the game itself, look, I salute Samobwedu and his team. To be honest with you, I was shocked when I saw them play the game at that tempo in the first half. Yeah. The intensity was immense. And I was like, come on, man.
I think especially the end to the first half.
Of the first half.
Because the opening exchanges with that completely overrun Hearts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But once they recovered and they gained back their breath.
Yes.
And they also opened up at that intensity. I was like, wow, can these guys continue? So I wasn't surprised for what I saw. But they needed to do it.
Yes.
Because it was always going to happen. And with that, you saw it. Look, they knew that we are not playing our league. So look at the last 20 minutes. They were just dominating us, passing the ball around. Because they knew that, look, this guy cannot match us. And look, take it from me. That is what's going to determine the second leg. If Hasafuk were fit, Fentuo, today, minimum 3, and Hearts would have secured qualification to the Champions League.
Even before the second
leg. Even before the second leg.
I mean, and that's a fair point. But Daniel, also, that notwithstanding, Hearts of Oak still had really good chances to score and to even put this game beyond with that.
Just before he comes in, how often are these players experiencing the situation of goal scoring? All these teams, confident in front of goal, it comes with games.
Yeah. Yes.
The last time Hearts of Oak won against the Guinean opposition, it was from a set piece and a screamer.
Yeah, from a loose ball.
From a loose. It wasn't clear-cut chances.
Yeah.
So it tells you that the striking force of the team, they've also been denying proper goal-scoring chances in the
practice.
Oh, Charlie.
But Daniel, I was making a point. I mean, Hearts of Oak attacking display today, I was very impressed because they created lots of really good opportunities. Kofi Koji's centre forward play, brilliant. Salivu's passing. Look at that pass for the goal. It was ridiculous. The officiating wasn't that great.
Yeah, so I'll start with the of course the game itself and Hearts of Oak's offensive play. Absolutely brilliant, as you said. Look, I'm going to hammer on the points that coach was making. Fitness is not just physical in terms of you can run 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Mental fitness also comes in, and that's what he's talking about. Mental fitness. When you get into the rhythm of the game and you are used to certain situations and certain patterns, it comes with games, of course. And the Moroccans are already 5 games into their league. They've won 4, drawn 1. They've kept 4 clean sheets. In fact, if you watch their record, they hardly concede chances.
Yeah.
So even for Samobwedu's team to be able to cut them open the amount of times they did, virtually playing their second game in preseason, it shows you how good Hearts of Oak are and how well drilled this team is. And that is credit to the head coach. Secondly, also, his ability to calm the situation down. And this is very important because if you watch the first 10-15 minutes, it could easily have been 1-2-0 to go that. And that would have been game over. But once again, the temperament of the team is highlighted and how well Samobwedu is able to calm his players down. And this is somebody that doesn't even have experience on the continental level. Yeah. So you just have to appreciate how good he is. I spoke about it in the Kamza game, where that's their first appearance in Africa.
Yep.
Sort of fitness, they had gone on and on and on. They knew it was a one-off tie. They knew after 90 minutes the game was going into penalties. 10 minutes to time, they had still not scored. The Guineans were giving them a tough time. But they never panicked. They calmed themselves down. You could tell that it was trusting the process. They knew the goal would come. And exactly what happened in the 10-15 minutes. You didn't see Hearts of Oak panicking. They were just waiting for this set piece or a stoppage in play just to get their shape together. And once they grabbed that after 15-20 minutes, that was it. They dominated the game. Look, So much so that they had to peg. They did it so well that they pegged the Moroccans back with that back.
Yeah.
And with that, hardly mounted an attack. Anytime they tried to come forward, it was blocked by the...
Especially the last 10 minutes
of course.
of the first half, and even the start of the second half.
That was when Mananeti was at his best. They were just pinning them there.
About the 70th
so
minute.
impressed.
Look, it's extremely impressive. And 3 players I need to touch on. First of all, Kofi Koji and his hold-up play.
Yeah, man.
Look, some Hearts of Oak fans, and of course we all remember it during Odum's time, didn't like him as a player.
But
and
he's improved.
You see, these types of players are not appreciated enough. Football, and usually football fans like the flashy, quick players who excite you. These guys are very important. Players like Kofi Koji, players like Olivier Giroud. They are not your nicest, most stylish type of players, but they get the job done.
Defenders don't like
Defenders do not like them. And you see, in a game like this where Hearts of Oak needed that sort of player for it, because in order to draw the guys around him, that's the Isaac Menses and Salifu Ibrahims to run around him. They needed him to be able to do that job, and he did it to perfection. Another, and this is 2 in 1.
Okay.
The central defensive partnership.
Wow, Charlie.
Moa Hassan and Robert Adosowa. Look,
those two have become such a raw.
They are so good, and it's not just in terms of defending. Their passing ability,
excellent.
Their composure under pressure,
especially Adosowa.
Look, they're facing with that, the pressure that they were supposed to be under, and the sort of display they were.
And even more Alassane, the reason, one of the things he was noted for at Watford was his diagonal long, very good carpet passing. Look, like he can break a line, and this is the centre back. He can break a line with a pass, and it's brilliant.
It was so impressive, and of course you have to give credit to Hearts, but in terms of officiating, I think CAF themselves know it was as disgraceful as it gets.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
That wasn't good.
Look, it got to a point, and with that player could literally carry out and headbutt him and will still not get a foul for it. It was that obvious. It was that glaring. It was very disgraceful. It shouldn't be happening at this level. It really shouldn't be happening because it's a recurring thing. It happens all the time.
On Salifu, you see the ball that
result. Goodness me.
Look, I can bet my last person, Daniel Chere, the one they've been calling to the Black Stars. He can never do that. I'm telling you honestly.
You don't know that for a fact.
I'm telling you for a fact. He's not got such a quality. Was Milo at the stadium today?
I doubt it. I don't know. I'm not
These
sure.
are the games they see. These people, they have their own
but that
mindset.
was a brilliant pass. Even before that, there was another long ranger from outside the box that the goalkeeper would have
We normally see such passes from players like who? Alexander Arnold of Liverpool. Yeah. He can
or even Marcelo
like that. That is in the finish. Look, congratulate the young man.
Isaac Mensah.
Charlie.
You know what it reminded me of? I don't know if you remember Brazil versus Turkey in the 2002 World Cup.
Yeah, that Ronaldo just jumped at them.
It was
Charlie.
These are the sort of things we should be celebrating.
These are the players we should be calling.
Anyway, so let's see. Congratulations to everyone at Hearts of Oak. As we all said, in fact, Nimley said the same thing last week on this same show. He said he expects Hearts of Oak to give it a fight. Even if they don't make it to the group stages, they would give it a fight, and they did. Daniel said the same thing on Football Made in Ghana on Wednesday. Doesn't matter if Hearts of Oak go out or whatever be the case. What he expects is Hearts of Oak to cover themselves in glory. And tonight, or this afternoon, they really did. Made everybody proud. And trust me, it doesn't matter where you belong. That sort of performance is what, and considering the circumstances, Hearts of Oak deserve credit for how they played today. And Nimley said, we haven't exactly helped the team because there's not been competition, and it's not easy to just be playing friendly matches against Division 2 teams and go and play a CAF Champions League winner from just 4 years ago. It was been in a semi-final, been in group stages all these years in the past, 8-9 years. It's crazy. It's not the ideal situation for Hearts of Oak, but they still did well. And we wish them all the best in the return leg. Next Sunday, hopefully, when we come here, they would have made it into the money zone. Guaranteed. If they make it to the group stages, something in the region of $500,000. That's a lot of money. Can do a lot for this particular team. All right, let's move it on to the English Premier League. Action kicked off on Saturday morning. The early kickoff was Watford. They had a new manager, Claudio Ranieri. They took on Liverpool. Bobby Firmino, who doesn't usually score, somehow dazzled and got himself a hat-trick in a thumping victory. So, Firmino, hat-trick, but goodness me, and I say this a lot today. Goodness me. Mohamed Salah. That's unacceptable. You can't be doing that to people's fathers. Like, on a more serious note, the best player in the world at the moment, somebody says that kind of, the best player in the world changes every weekend depending on who performs. One weekend is Messi, the next weekend is Ronaldo, the next weekend it's Mbappe, the next weekend is Lewandowski, the next weekend is Salah. And Salah so far 2 weekends now, best player in the world, so maybe he deserves it. Sadio Mane, 100 Premier League goals as well, joining the Premier League Club 100, so congratulations to him as well. We'll take a very short break. When we come back, I'll take the guys' thoughts on that particular game, and then we'll show you so many more highlights from the Premier League. This is Scorecard on Citi TV. Welcome back. This is Scorecard on Citi TV. So we just showed you Liverpool's victory against Watford. Claudio Ranieri, what a welcome to the Premier League for him. Nimley, briefly, Mohamed Salah. That's all I have to say. Mohamed Salah.
If you're an African, you should be proud that a fellow African is bossing the EPL like he's doing. Look, I think some few weeks ago, I did say, in my view, he's the best African player to have played the EPL. The level of consistency he has shown, no African player has shown that in the EPL.
Toure?
Yeah.
Toure?
No.
Drogba?
No, come on. Drogba, don't mention his name, crap. Don't bring him in the equation. A striker that could... Mohamed Salah, since he came to Liverpool, he has not scored below 20 goals before every season. He's constantly 20 and above. And from the way he started, will you be surprised?
This season, the numbers, we might not be able to count.
Look, and the manner in which he's going about it.
Especially this season.
That is
because this season he's added what is it called? Finesse and a bit of flair.
A bit of flair.
To the goals. Before it was a lot of... But look at this one, he's not afraid of his right foot. He's an intelligent player. Yeah. I'm sure coaches have looked at, they've studied him, they've designed a model on how to mark him out. But he's using his right foot more now in the building or in build up to the goal. And to me, credit must be given to the man and credit must be given to the manager. I just hope that all these will bear fruit at the end of the day. I still look at this Liverpool team every now and then. I say, look, what will this team be in January and February without these two guys? They said you missed like 2 games or 3 games.
It is not true.
They don't care.
Those who are doing that calculation, it's not true. The man minimum will join his Egyptian teams 2 weeks to the tournament. That alone is 2 weeks, two games.
It's like a small break there. So
it's 5 or 6 games he will mess up.
I think minimum of 5 games he will mix.
I doubt it. They said it would be 3 games.
No, but
they started with 2.
It's a minimum of 5 games that he's going to miss, unless they pray that Egypt get booted out in the first. You see, the AFCON itself has been extended.
Yeah.
From the 16 to the 24 teams, it's added an extra week to the tournament as a whole.
If Egypt make it to the final, Salah is staying in Cameroon all the way to February 6th.
And they say that is 2 games. They should sit there and say that is 2 games. They should sit there and say that is 2. But look, he's doing marvelously well. He's doing marvelous. Look, the pass to the Mane goal. Yeah. What class?
Yes. Outside of the foot.
This is a Messi-like pass. What class? And look at his finish. Sublime.
Incredible. Daniel, briefly, Bobby doesn't usually score. Hat-trick.
No, I'm happy I'm happy he got a hat-trick because I think the disrespect was becoming too much. Per the shape of the team, he's not the one who gets on the end of
the chances.
Yeah, the end of the move. So I think it was very unfair for people to demand the sort of goals that they demand from him. He's more of the build-up type of guy. But yesterday he was brilliant. He was brilliant. His timing was excellent. His touches in terms of the build-up. And I'm happy he didn't go to Brazil. It looks like in the past couple of weeks, the injury, and he's got enough rest to get himself back into full fitness. And look, when Salah, Mane and Firmino are playing like this, there's no need for Klopp to bring in Jota. That's why, in fact, yesterday I was doing some thinking, and Liverpool might be okay. They might be okay. because
Yeah,
you
I
look
said
at
that they will be
Firmino
okay.
and Jota,
Look, they
and
don't
then
have a
somebody
Salah.
else.
They don't have the money.
But
They
Jota-
can't
But
be
the
okay.
people
Jota is
who
there.
played them
And
are the people scoring hat-trick now.
Look, and a change of system
Look,
can easily
let me tell you something.
fit that period.
This is the reason why they won't be okay.
Let me take Daniel's thoughts.
Nobody drawing attention like Salah is drawing.
Okay, but Daniel is making a point. I want him to finish. What kind of change of formation are you talking about here? What could make Liverpool okay in the absence of Salah and Mane?
First of all, they don't need to go 4-3-3. They don't need to go 4-3-3.
You
I think
Klopp never does anything different than 4-3-3.
he can do something different.
But he's never done it.
He's never done it because he's had the
But
tools
even
to
with
play this
4-3-3, what's
4-3-3.
wrong? Because he's got Origi, he's got Jota.
He's in the mood of Sadio
Hold on,
Mane.
and Jones can.
No, you see, and honestly speaking, Liverpool 2 seasons ago, they were going to face Barcelona without Salah, without
That is
Firmino.
a one-off team.
No,
captain.
they did it
But you see,
twice.
but they did
They
it.
did it twice, went to the final and won. So basically, the biggest games of that Champions League was won by Origi and
Yes,
Shaqiri.
Where is
because
Origi?
apart from scoring against Barcelona, Origi scored in the final
Yes,
too.
Where is Origi?
He's
He's
on the
there.
bench.
Where is Origi?
He's on
He's
the
there.
bench.
He was at Liverpool.
He was on the bench.
No, Dan Akpepa the bench. He is always on the bench. What are you talking
All
about?
right, let's move it on. So Liverpool winning comfortably. Ranieri said if Watford managed to keep a clean sheet against Liverpool, that is a habit ritual of buying the team pizza. No, he wasn't going to buy pizza this time. He said he was going to buy everybody dinner. I guess he gets to save his money. So that's the good thing. He conceded 5, so he doesn't get to buy dinner for anybody. But let's talk about Leicester City. We'll talk about Man City in a bit, but I want to move it to Leicester against Manchester United. Leicester having had a great start to the season. They have been struggling, really. And everybody says, why are Leicester City struggling? They came up against a United team with Cristiano Ronaldo, with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in charge. Maguire was back in the team. Well, what happened? Man United pummeled, really. So they lost by 4-2, and they didn't exactly cover themselves in any glory at all. Nimley, let me start off with you. You know, as you said in your intro, you haven't been very impressed with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, you were on the case of Fred. You said he was absolutely useless and that he was one of the biggest contributing factors to United's poor form. He wasn't played, and the results weren't any different.
Look, before I address, I have listened to Gary Neville, Paul Scholes, Roy Keane, and I've realized that they are fake Man United people. How I wish they would have access to this program.
We'll put it on YouTube.
You see, they are defending their mate and they are blaming the players for clueless Solskjaer's ineptitude. Look, Solskjaer, he's sackably sackable. Granting, I said what? Sackably sackable. He should be sacked immediately.
I'm not sure that's in the English dictionary.
Because of Solskjaer, who create such English and speak on TV. Look, there's no pattern. There's no identity. Players look absolutely confused. Nobody knows what the next player is going to do. The player in possession is not sure of the movement of any other player. And the one that is so disturbing is the best passer of the ball in the team, Paul Pogba. He picks up the ball. He looks right, nobody's moving. He looks left, 0. Then he's forced to dilly-dally a bit, hoping that people will move. Still! Then Solskjaer stands there. Then he opens his jaws. I said, what? What is this man doing here? Fentuo, Koranteng, stop that.
How did this man become a coach?
Look, I said, wow. Look, he looks so clueless. What were his problem yesterday? How do you pick a player who has been suffering from what? A calf injury. A calf injury.
Yes.
And he's had only 1 day of training on the grass. You told the whole world. And there is an Eric Bailly. Look, if I'm the agent of Bailly, he's out of this team. I tell the people, for as long as this is your coach, my client is gone in general. He's gone. Nobody.
But to be fair, when you look at the way Maguire contributed, let me put it
three of the goals.
It had nothing to do with fitness, oh. It's just poor.
No, it's fitness.
It's just poor.
No. You see,
it is movement. Like
listen,
one of the.
Listen, the Maguire.
You saw the goals.
Listen to me. Don't be carried away. The Maguire, you know.
The Maguire, no, I've never rated him, but go on.
Okay, that is you. You
Yes.
rate people that he's far better than.
Like
the
who?
Maguire, you know. The
It's not
Maguire
good
that
enough.
you know and I know
It's not good enough.
is absolutely good enough.
Oh, God.
A fit Maguire, a very fit Maguire, wouldn't have given that first ball away.
That is typical Maguire.
That is
he
not
likes
typical.
to hold onto the ball and try to.
No. That is
At
not,
times he behaves like
that
he
is
is
not
Zidane.
that is not typical Maguire.
Maguire.
It is not.
You haven't been watching him.
He hardly gives the ball away like that.
But
He's
he
one
holds
of-
onto the ball a lot. So it was always going to happen one of these days.
He's been holding on to the ball, but he's never given
You
it
call
away.
him ball playing Maguire.
That is what I'm saying.
That's what happened.
No, he never gives it away.
Oh, God.
What I'm saying that.
There's a whole compilation of Maguire giving balls away or kicking them into throw.
Do you want me to do a compilation of world-class defenders giving ball away? Is that what you want me to do?
So he's not injured. Thank you. So he's doing
No,
it.
what I'm saying is, if the man is not fit, you don't put him in a high profile.
Okay, poor mate.
So Solskjaer admitted that was a wrong call.
Okay.
So he was asked, so Solskjaer, what is the identity of your team? We'll sort this out. We'll sort it out. We'll sort what out? What are you going to sort out? What is not right that you are going to sort out? Solskjaer. Then I look at the man and I say he's absolutely clueless. Look, we've bought a 38 million pound player. A player who some 2-3 years ago was nominated as one of the possible winners for the Ballon d'Or. He cannot get into a McFred team.
You're talking about Van de Beek.
Of course. And like I said some few weeks ago, for as long as he refuses to use that ball, he'll get the sack. Look, Atlanta will beat United good on Wednesday. Liverpool will do justice. Is it Saturday or Sunday?
It's on Saturday.
I think on Saturday, then I am confident that Gary Neville, Ferdinand, Scholes, Keane, they will say nothing to come to the aid of. I'm not going to. You see what I've done? I've not analyzed the game at all because
Yes,
there's
I'll give that
there's
to
absolutely nothing to analyze on the part of United. Look, you could clearly see Brendan Rodgers, Leicester. They knew what they were about. He saw the team sheet, back 3, back 5, put 2 men. Look, you saw Lindelof chewing the grass.
I didn't see
you saw that.
No, I didn't see.
Oh.
How did it happen?
He and Vardy. Look at Vardy's stature. Lindelof, a defender like you. Vardy's just.
Body checked him.
Why?
And I was telling Ketia, I said, Ketia, look at this man. If this is Varane, Vardy will not even bother to go in that physical battle.
Interesting. Nimley, let me take Koranteng's thoughts.
Charlie.
Daniel, I don't know what you picked out from this game, but 2 weeks ago, you came to pick apart all of United's defensive problems. Did you see anything different yesterday?
I saw something that I saw last year when we faced the same team. When United faced the same team at the same ground.
And we drew 2-2, isn't it?
No, that was the FA Cup. We lost by 3-1.
Yeah.
It was literally that game playing itself out again. And look, once again, I'm going to repeat. It is not personnel.
It's the coaching.
It's coaching. Let me build one person out. I watched Lindelof, or I watched him a couple of times playing for Sweden. He's not bad. Physically, he's lacking.
He's bad.
But that doesn't
he's
mean
bad.
he's a bad defender. Let me give you an example. Christensen, when he was playing with Lampard, Everybody knew this guy was weak, so teams targeted him in the physical battles, and they were getting him because the Chelsea system exposed that side of him. But watch him under Tuchel. How many times do people have the opportunity to go one-on-one at him? Yeah. Even with the Danish national team in that back three, how many times do people get the opportunity to get that physical battle with him? Because they've created a system to get the best out of him and not to expose his weaknesses as a player who lacks physicality. That is coaching. Yeah. Every player has weaknesses, but it's the coach's job to hide those weaknesses. That's what makes the best. Look, we all saw, and under Lampard, we all sat here. Rudiger is bad. Rudiger is this, because they were exposing his weaknesses. Yeah. But you watch him under Tuchel, he looks like
one of the best defenders in the world.
Now let me go back to what I came here to do.
Hey.
The first goal Man United conceded yesterday.
Okay.
And I don't even think it was because Maguire wasn't fit. A fit Maguire will still struggle to play the ball out because the system was so poor, he had no passing options. And that's the same thing Leicester did in the FA Cup last season. Exhibit 1. Show me Tielemans' goal from yesterday. And let's walk through that. Tielemans' goal from yesterday. That's the Leicester City first goal.
Okay.
Yeah. Yuri Tielemans' goal. It came from Maguire. Picked the ball out of defense. Tried to drive the ball out.
This is it.
No. I think she should roll it back a bit more.
It's, of course, the highlights didn't necessarily cap, but luckily we watched the game. Exactly. No. Maguire has absolutely no passing option. And you see, you saw Shaw, but there was somebody directly behind Shaw.
Yeah, somebody was blocking the
movement. Blocking the movement.
This is where I think Maguire should have done better. Although he had no passing option. But Charlie, he should have...
This one.
Yes, he should have gone in the manner.
Of course, you see, but what I'm choosing
He's afraid of the car.
What I'm choosing to highlight is the fact that any team that wants to play from the back should always have an option. Bielsa will tell you there's always a free man. Pep will tell you there's always a free man.
Has to always
Tuchel will tell you there's always a free man when you want to play the ball from the back. If you see that everybody is blocked, then you hit the ball forward, hoping to use your height advantage to claim possession. Man United didn't have that. Let's look at Leicester City's first goal against Man United in last season's FA Cup. Leicester City's first goal against Man United in last season's FA Cup.
Season. We have that.
It was literally the same thing playing out.
Okay.
It was Maguire who gives the ball to Fred. Fred is being marked from behind. Fred's only option is to pass the ball back to Maguire, who is also being pressed. He loses out possession and the goal is scored. That was Leicester City's first goal in the FA Cup last season. Literally a carbon copy of what happened yesterday. The same thing where a player is pressed. This is it. Maguire has the ball. He gives it to Fred. Look at the Leicester City press. Now Fred is under pressure. He's either trying to go for his goalkeeper or go for Maguire, and he passes it back, and they concede. Now, these are two sequences where Man United's inability to break through.
This was from last season.
Yeah, this is from last season.
Maguire giving it away
against the same opposition. Now, when you listen to Brendan Rodgers' post-match comments, he said that they noticed that Man United could not play past the press, so it was easy for them to pass through the middle. Now let's look at another one. The goal Patson Daka scored. So show me Daka's goal yesterday.
Okay, Patson Daka's goal from yesterday.
The fourth goal.
The fourth goal.
Yeah.
Daka's goal yesterday. It's a set piece, a free kick close to the touchline. It's hit back post, he's free, he scores. This back post problem for Man United is a recurring theme. Now, what is shocking me the most, this is the same goal that Leicester City scored in the FA Cup last season. Show me Leicester City's second goal or third goal in Iheanacho's goal in the FA Cup last season.
Yes, last season.
Same goal. This is it. The same thing. Albrighton hits it to the back post. Iheanacho is unmarked. He hits it in. It's the same goal.
The similarities
it's the same goal. So if me, Daniel Koranteng, sitting in a Dabraka,
in the studio of City,
I can tell that this is something that Leicester City have noticed and they will do. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who trains with this team, was on the pitch that day, cannot see it. Then there's a problem. Fint, that's the same goal they scored.
It is actually
it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. He's sackable. Sack the man. No, you see, when it is this clear that everybody, even look, do you have that lady's interview? I saw an old lady in the UK
2 years ago.
From 2 years ago. Yeah. 2 years ago, everything the woman said
is happening.
Is happening. Say, look, the man is clueless. And those in charge, they are clueless. They shouldn't have given the job to this clueless man. Yes, he's a legend of the
There's one of children too.
Everybody says that. But Gary Neville and Paul Scholes, Joaquin Rio Ferdinand, they don't see that. They call themselves supporters of United. They are not.
Interesting. Let me show you Man City. They took on Burnley. Burnley had a lot of chances, very interestingly, but they didn't take any of them. And Man City, being the champions, of course, managed to win by 2-0. All right, so Man City securing valuable points, 2-0 victory against Burnley. Chelsea, they visited a setting. This was one of the most difficult games I have seen Chelsea play this season against Brentford. It was another London derby, of course, and Chelsea had been kind of struggling, if you like. But Edouard Mendy put up a man-of-the-match performance to give them a 1-0 victory. Charlie, sign a proper goalkeeper is good. He'll give you points. He'll give you victories. Hey, Edouard Mendy. Well done. So his performance, ensuring that Chelsea protected that 1-0 lead, secure victory, went top of the Premier League table. We'll take a short break. When we come back, read some messages, and then we can take a look at that particular game and that individual performance, of course, from Edouard Mendy. We've still got games to show you from the Serie A and the Bundesliga, all still to come here on Scorecard. Welcome, you're watching Scorecard on Citi TV. My name is Fentuo Tahiru. Let me show you the full results from the Premier League match week 8 across England. There's one game to come, of course, on Monday night. That's Arsenal against Crystal Palace, another London derby. Liverpool thumped Watford, Southampton beat Leeds, Norwich and Brighton ended 0-0. Villa and Wolves, incredible comeback from Wolverhampton Wanderers to win that game by 3-2. Leicester's victory against United there, City's victory we showed you, Brentford losing at home to Chelsea. Chelsea's had a bit of a record. They've now won, 7 consecutive London derbies. It's never happened in the history of the Premier League. Everton lost at home to West Ham. So West Ham's incredible rise continuing. Spurs, they beat Newcastle 3-2. So the new money hasn't necessarily come with new results. Same old. Newcastle still chasing their first victory of the season. Arsenal against Crystal Palace, Monday Night Football. All right, let me read some messages beginning on WhatsApp. The show is trending #1 on Twitter, thanks to all of the contributions that you guys are making to the show. I'm retweeting all of them as well, so that's a good thing. On WhatsApp, though, that's where I'll start today's messages from. The guys that send us some WhatsApp messages. Good evening, this is Bible from Bolga. I want to ask Coach Nimley if he was Ole, would he have started a half-fit Magua ahead of Eric Bailly? It's like you were reading his mind. He absolutely analysed that particular situation. Setete in Gomwa, Bevaze, I think, or Bewaze, or something here. Please, good evening. I'm not very familiar with the name, but I hope I'm right. Bewaze. Okay. Please, good evening. Let me post before you start. We are waiting for Coach Chris. What are you coming to say about Ole? Interesting. Some of you sent the messages way before the start of the show. So we appreciate that. That's fine. Eskin Churches in Ablekuma says, Mo Salah is just so good. Why vote for Ballon d'Or when you can see the best in Mo Salah? Man City for the league, and congrats to Accra Hearts of Oak. Thomas from Isawam says, hello Fentuo, it's a delight to watch you guys every Sunday. At this time, will Chris accept that Ole must go? Barca is better than United. I think that Chris has already made his position clear. He says Ole must go. And he says it will happen on Wednesday at 9 p.m. after Atalanta gives it to them. This one says, Fentuo, please show the Man United highlights like 15 times. Ole in, in Ole we trust. Tony in Cape Coast sent that message. Philip from Ablekuma Joma says, Salah deserves to be among the best 3 of the Ballon d'Or. Amati really pocketed Ronaldo. Interesting. Good evening. Your program always makes my day look so good, especially Coach Chris. Please, I want to tell Ole if he's going, he should try and add Fred and Maguire. If he's going, you should take the 2 of them along. Gad in Kumasi sent that message. Simon in Winneba says, Man United bought a goat, and Leicester bought some ingredients and then used it to roast it and consume it. Up again, Chelsea Blues for life. As Drew Baking says, we are not done yet until we meet again in Casablanca. And as for Ole Solskjaer, that's the full name. Ole Solskjaer. The only football formation he understands or is familiar with is 4-2-3-1. Hashtag without must fall. Hashtag Ole must go. Hello guys, I'm Musa from Makheni, Northern Sierra Leone. Musa always sends a message to this show. Thank you, Musa. He says, I am so excited to see you guys, especially my dear friend Christopher. I wish I could see him every day. And when are you going to start showing the Premier League? I'm not sure which Premier League you're talking about, but we just showed the Premier League. Or maybe you sent it when we were showing House of Folk, I'm not sure. But thank you, Musa from Sierra Leone, for your message. Good evening, guys. I'm Eric from Konongo. Congratulations to my darling club, Chelsea. Good day, energy drink, the sweet papa. Okay, enjoy. This one says, United, ha ha ha. Coach said it was Fred's fault last week, and yesterday he didn't play. They consider 4 goals, the effect of not having Fred. So Fred must play. Interesting. So now who is coach gonna blame? Ole or what? Ole is going nowhere. Ole in. We love him, and he has to stay at United. The Asu fans are taking over the Ole in tweets.
I didn't want Chelsea to sack Lampard.
You did not.
Of course, I wanted him to stay. See, when my rivals suffer, I like. So me, I don't hide my feelings.
Good performance from House of Folk. Officiating was not. Still phobia. Martin Edu from Kwehu Abetifi. He sent in that particular message. This message says, good to have you guys back. I'm sipping some good day energy drink while watching Scorecard. Chelsea on top of the league, chanting. This is greetings to coach. Okay, maybe Shantin sent that message and he's greeting coach. Someone from Nigeria says, I'm happy Chelsea defeated that strong and rough Brentford team on Saturday to go top of the league. As for Man U, Ole has to go before any possible thing can happen at Old Trafford. Interesting. Kudos to you guys. You're doing a great job. Thank you, good friend Samuel from Nigeria. My brother, he just started the message by saying, my brother, Man U. Please, DK, analyze Man U's defenders for me, especially Maguire. I'm Junior Dangote inside Tamale. Junior, it's like you were reading his mind. He did that for you. I hope you enjoyed it. This one says, I'm amazed how coach is defending Maguire. Coach says Maguire has never given the ball away. Kindly take him back to Spurs and Man United, which they lost 6-1. He didn't say he's never. He said that all top players give the ball away. So that's what he said. But Daniel just showed him why Maguire's own is quite scary. Because every time he gives it away, it's a goal. That's the problem. That's the difference.
And what we saw, Maguire gave it away only once.
Fred?
Which one?
It was Fred who gave the other one away.
Because of your agenda, you didn't give it
I talk.
No, which one?
The one from last season.
Let him read the message. Read the messenger. Let's go.
Let me go on.
Agenda
Good evening,
man.
guys. That man, Ole, Gona, what, nah. Does he have coaching skills at all? Interesting. Bright from Temai Sakumona. The message is long. If I read this whole message, he said, how can you disrespect everybody and play someone coming back from injury without training? How? Oh, Charlie, be like, Charlie, Bright, I can feel the bleeding in your heart. One more message before we take our next batch of highlights. Pato Laundry Service says, Coach Ole must be sacked with immediate effect, and he's killing us softly. Congratulations to my darling club, House of Folk, and will certainly qualify in Morocco. Pato, our good friend in Kumasi, sent that message. Guys, quick thoughts on the Chelsea game, especially the performance of Edouard Mendy. You talk about the difference between the difference good goalkeepers make. Certainly, look, Chelsea are having all the time.
Look, in the Man United game, David De Gea was the man of the match, but he conceded 4 goals.
Yeah,
you see the irony. But look, but for Mendy, surely, Brentford should have gotten at least a draw.
Yeah,
but if you are going to win the league, you should be ready to win games in such manner where you don't play well, all the odds are against you. Somebody should stand up And Mendy stood out yesterday.
And it just happened in the last 15 minutes or so.
The last 15 minutes of the game just changed.
No, you see, for me, the difference is that Mendy doesn't need to pull off these sort of performances week in, week out. It's not going to happen next week because these games where Chelsea are going to be put under this amount of pressure it's not going to happen more often. But on the other hand, Manchester United, they need David De Gea to be at top form every week, every minute, because anything can happen. But look, this Mendy thing just highlights another problem that we have in world football. A group of people came together and put a 30-man list of the best players from last season. Yeah. And Mendy's name wasn't part of the list, and they didn't see anything wrong with it. The first time I looked at it once. I didn't go through again because this is probably the most...
He was UEFA's best goalkeeper of the season.
And he's not part of the 30-man list.
And how does he not make the Ballon d'Or
list? And the shocking thing
for me
is how Pedri, and I have nothing against Pedri. But how... No, I have nothing against... How are they inside?
I'm even shocked.
Raheem Sterling.
Last season. Played better than Mendy. That just makes sense.
It's shocked.
How often did Sterling even play last season?
That's the poor point. Did you see Sterling even in the Champions League final? Because of his performance in the Euros. I'm not...
come on.
Maybe. I don't know.
We are not serious.
I don't know. Anyway, but let's move it on because we can't keep on debating this whole Mendy and Ballon d'Or thing because the moment the game ended, Rudiger's first tweet was, how on earth is this guy not in the Ballon d'Or list? That was the only thing he tweeted after the game. Incredible performance from him. But let's show you some more highlights. Beginning in Italy, Lazio, coached by Maurizio Sarri, who replaced Inzaghi. Inzaghi is in charge of Inter Milan, so he took his Inter Milan back to his old team, Lazio, and it wasn't a pleasant homecoming at all. They lost by 3-1. All right, so that was the Lazio game. They won against Inter Milan by 3-1. Before that, you saw AC Milan's victory as well against Hellas Verona. That was the first game. So AC Milan beating Hellas Verona, and then Lazio also beating Inter Milan. Napoli also won. So Napoli top of the Serie A table. It's incredible for them. Juventus also won, I believe, by 1-0. Very narrow victory there. So not a great weekend for Inter Milan. Inzaghi, not the sort of homecoming he would have wanted.
Yeah, I watched this game, to be honest with you, and there were so many things I was not happy about.
Yeah.
On the Inter Milan side. Look, by far they were the better team. But the moment they took the lead, and they tried getting the second goal, which they didn't get. When the second half started, they just came and decided to sit back. And I was like, come on, man. Player for player, you are dominating these guys. It was too early in the game to start defending with the quality of players they've got. So the moment Inzaghi switched from that sort of dominance, imposing, attacking football to a very Catanaccio way of defending, I realized that, look, Lazio were always going to come back.
And this is a sorry team. They won't stop passing and stop coming.
And that was when they started passing the ball. Eventually, they got the penalty, which made it 1-1. And they were the home team. The moment they came back into the
momentum.
Game, the momentum just carried on from there. And the second goal came and the third goal. And on the second goal again, an Inter Milan player was down, injured. The ball was with Inter. They saw their player down. They didn't kick the ball out. They decided to continue playing. Now, in fact, they were going to score.
Yeah.
So they didn't mind that their player was down injured. But when they got dispossessed, then they were now instructing Lazio to kick the ball out. If Lazio were my team, come on, go put the ball in the net. And I was happy when they conceded from that, because the other team is not obliged whatsoever to do that. And in this case, they had the ball. You should have done that so that your player will be attended to. They didn't do that. And Lazio scored. And Milenkovic, what's the name? Savage. I think that, look.
Sergei Milenkovic Savage. SMS, they call him.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He was linked to United like 3 summers in a row.
Under Jose. Once Jose left the deed, but he's a very, very good player.
Yeah, very good midfielder. Let me show you the full results from the Serie A, if we have them. See, so there you go. Atalanta, who play Man United on Wednesday, thumped Empoli 4-1. That's the practice match. Wednesday, it'll be fire. Where's the game? Old Trafford or?
That is where the man will be sacked at Old Trafford. Like 2-3-0, then come on, get out.
So AC Milan's victory against Verona also indicated that Spezia beating Salernitana 2-1 as well. Genoa and Sassuolo shared the spoils, and then Napoli beating Torino, as I indicated, 1-0 there as well. Juventus also beat Jose Mourinho's Roma, I think, by 1-0. Venezia and Fiorentina. That will come a little. It's actually tomorrow, Monday Night Football. All right, let's go to Germany. Remember, in Spain, Barcelona's game just concluded. Christopher, you were watching that? They won by 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. Some very good goals from Ansu Fati.
Yeah.
And then Memphis Depay and, of course, Philippe
Coutinho.
Coutinho. They had to come back. They went down very early in the game, but Ansu Fati restored parity in the 13th minute. And then Memphis Depay, he's looking the main man of that team already.
Yes.
I like his confidence.
Yes.
And these are the sort of players you want to... How I wish Felipe would begin to stand up and be counted as a man. Kun Aguero
was introduced
the last 5-6 minutes for his Barcelona debut. He looked very okay. His movement was good even within that 5-6 minutes. It can only they should share the responsibility.
Yeah.
And I think this team will come good.
All right. So, but Real Madrid were not in action. Their game against Athletic Bilbao was postponed. Atletico Madrid were also not in action. And like I said, the Barca game concluded just around the time that we were coming on air, so we couldn't get the highlights to show you. But we can take you to Germany and show you some highlights there. Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich were both in action. Bayern went away to Leverkusen, and they were brutal as ever. And then for Borussia Dortmund, they were also in action. And Erling Haaland, yet again, he scored a brace in a victory against Mainz. All right, so there you have it in the Bundesliga. Let me show you the full results before we throw more light on those games that you saw. Bundesliga and big results. Hoffenheim absolutely pummeling FC Cologne by 5-0. Dortmund's 3-1 win against Mainz. And Haaland's brace you just saw there. Hertha Berlin went away, beat Frankfurt 2-1. Union Berlin 2-0 victory over Wolfsburg. Freiburg and Leipzig drawing 1-1. Greuther, they lost at home to VfL Bochum 1848. Mönchengladbach and Stuttgart also drew. Leverkusen lost at home to Bayern Munich. A brace each from Gnabry and Lewandowski doing the deal. Augsburg also drawing with Arminia Bielefeld 1-1 there. So the Bundesliga table now quite clear. Bayern Munich top, Borussia Dortmund second. As familiar as always.
It will go like that, or it will stay like that to the end of the league.
Yeah.
Look, to be honest with you, this Bayern team, they are that good. I'm tired assessing them in the Bundesliga, to be honest with you. I just want to see them play in Europe. I can't wait to have them come up against a team like, I think they'll beat Man United very good. I want to see them play Chelsea. I want to see them play Man City. I want to see them play PSG. I want to see them play against Real Madrid so that we see how really good they are. I'm not saying this to doubt them. You know they are one of my teams, a team I support. But I think, look, they are looking scary. Everybody is on form. Every player in that team is on form.
The competition is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Look at left back. How can Alphonso Davies not be starting every game?
Yes, because they've got a proper replacement. So the coach is sport for choice, isn't it? Today, Alfonso, is your turn. The next moment is the next. Look at even Thomas Muller, the evergreen. I have never seen a player so effective and efficient. In the last 10 to 11, 12 years in world football, I think Thomas Muller's consistency has never...
It's incredible.
Look, it's incredible.
He's made the most assists of any player in the last 5 seasons.
There you go.
The most assists, even better than De Bruyne. It's ridiculous.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. And I think they are that good. And then on the part of the young man, I hear he scored 49 games.
Haaland.
And in Haaland, he will come home. Everybody's after him. No, everybody.
Don't do that.
Look, let me tell you something.
Don't do
Real
that.
Madrid is after him. Even Newcastle are here is after him.
Okay.
They think they've got money.
And what have you got?
Chelsea is after him.
Chelsea is after. No, that's what Chelsea, they will not go after because of Romelu Lukaku. They don't see him to be part of the equation. It's real. Do they think they can?
To be honest, at
pay
the
him
moment,
back?
what would make Erling Haaland choose United over Newcastle? I'm just asking a question.
Oh,
No, seriously. Why?
let's
Why?
change the topic.
Why? Because you keep talking about money. Now, the Newcastle have maybe 500 times the money Old Trafford have now.
Don't argue with what is kind of
They
question is
have
that?
500 times the
So
money.
now, the
So
country
the
of
scarce
Dubai-
equation is no longer, it doesn't work anymore.
The country of Dubai's money belongs to Newcastle.
It's not Dubai, Saudi Arabia.
Sorry, Saudi Arabia. All their money belongs
Yes.
to Newcastle.
The Saudi investment fund is what is big.
We will show them that
You show them what?
What
that
kind of
boy
question is this?
will come to their home.
I'm just asking a legit question. What
I
would
said
make
don't
There's
answer
one
you.
thing-
Don't
because
answer you.
you don't have money.
What kind of
You don't have
question is
money
this?
more than Newcastle now.
There's nothing legit about
And you
the
don't have a
question.
better coach than Newcastle.
Okay.
So what do
By
you
the
have
time
over
he's
there?
coming home,
He's coming home
The
for
Lord
history.
is my barber.
The Lord is my Bible will come and coach your team. Zidane.
Wakalegbe no more.
You finish with Zidane.
Da.
Munich.
This guy. Kajeche.
Zidane is coming to Old Trafford.
No, it was between him and Antonio Conte. But Conte, the way he behaves, he cannot fit into the Man United system. But Zizou, he walks in, the Lord is my barber. He talks gently and makes sure things are done smoothly.
Yeah.
We just make a call to the young man.
Okay, let me show you player of the week, and then I'll read some messages before we wrap it up. This is exciting. This is Kamaldeen Sulemana. Oh, goodness me. The youngster is on fire. God, dear Lord.
What kind of goal is this?
Wow.
Hey!
I saw him at the airport on Wednesday night going to France. Sunday, he shows up with this.
This guy
This is ridiculous. He's only 19 years old.
He's a super player.
What a goal.
Like, there's no fear in him.
We are
That's-
substituting.
that's what
Even
I-
when he's doing well, then we are substituting him for
Look
Chira.
at that. Oh, this is sweet.
No, man. No.
This was against Mets.
This is absolutely.
That was the second goal.
He's taking the league on by storm.
Yeah. But your captain to score today again. 6 goals now.
You don't want
Good
us to
job.
go
Good
there.
job. Good job for him.
Yes.
Like his
Good
father
job.
said, the Black Stars captain cannot
Wow.
be playing in the Gulf.
Yeah.
So Abedipele said it. I didn't say it.
Okay.
When it was a Samajan playing there, he said, "How can the Black Stars captain?"
It's
be
okay.
playing
It's
there?"
okay, Nimley.
So they should
Nimley,
strip.
wait,
By
have you
the,
got-
let me learn. By
Are you
Abedipele's
flying?
own analysis, they should strip the day off the captain's band and give
Don't,
it to
let's
Partey.
not start this. Let's
Partey.
not, no, Nimley, let's not.
Oh.
You see, it will happen naturally because he's older.
What
But let's
I'm-
not start this
what
whole
I'm
idea
saying
of
is-
let's strip him.
What I'm-
It's not stripping. It won't be stripping.
You pass it on.
Thank you. Passed on.
So,
That's the whole point I'm trying to
I'm
make.
not saying
So let's choose
using-
our words carefully.
I am basing my argument or my point based on what Abedipele said.
Said what applied 20 years ago may not be relevant today. Times change. So
Coach.
please.
Can you give us?
Namely, yes,
Lindelof?
we are at the end of the
Lindelof.
show.
We beg.
No, I can't chew this grass. This is not a natural grass. If you put me on the net, I'll chew for you. Everybody to see.
You won't chew that grass.
This is not. Is this a proper grass? Put me on the proper grass. I will
Oh,
chew for
don't
you.
denigrate our grass.
No. It's not a natural grass.
Yes.
So you know that.
It's
Lindelof,
astroturf.
he was chewing the natural grass.
Like a cow.
Oh, Charlie.
Thank you very much for all of your messages on WhatsApp. From wherever you tune in, it's always a pleasure to come your way. For all your messages on Score, on Twitter as well, the show is trending #1. Thanks to all of the messages you sent to the show. My name is Fentuo Tahiru. Dani Koranteng, Coach Christopher Nimley were my guests. This has been another lovely episode of Scorecard. Until next time, do take care of yourself and bye-bye.